Playing through pain is nothing new for athletes, but Caitlin Clark took it to another level. Watch what she did after twisting her ankle. Caitlin Clark was already on fire when disaster struck early in the game. With just 3 minutes left in the first quarter, she went down hard after getting tangled up with Nia Coffey. The arena held its breath. Clark, a player known for her grit and determination, was faced with what looked like a potential game-ending injury.
Yeah, I saw the replay. I look really soft.
Clark joked after the game, brushing off what looked like a serious injury. But in the moment, the pain was real. She knew she had to make a quick decision: sit out and risk losing momentum, or push through and continue leading her team. And for anyone who's followed Caitlin's career, the choice was obvious. This is a player who has overcome obstacles her entire life, and a twisted ankle wasn't going to stop her from competing. Despite the pain, Caitlin wasn't going to sit this one out. She got her ankle taped up right on the bench, refusing to head to the locker room for a more thorough check.
You gotta keep going. Get on with the game, but you're not a real basketball player if you haven't sprained your ankles a bunch.
For Clark, this was just another challenge, and, as usual, she was ready to face it head-on. By the start of the second quarter, Clark was back on the court, showing no signs of slowing down. She played a total of 37 minutes, scoring 19 points, grabbing 7 rebounds, and dishing out 7 assists, proving once again why she's one of the most exciting players in the WNBA. What makes Caitlin special isn't just her raw skill, but her resilience. Time and time again, she's shown that she can rise above the physical and mental toll of the game. Caitlin Clark wasn't just any rookie in this game. Fans packed the stadium to see her in action, and they were not disappointed. The energy in the arena was palpable, with fans expecting to witness something extraordinary. Even with that early ankle injury, Clark was ready to show why she's one of the most talked about players in the WNBA. After getting taped up, she returned to the court with the same fire and determination that fans have come to expect. And as soon as she was back, the Fever's offense started clicking. Clark hit a deep three-pointer just minutes after re-entering, reminding everyone that her range is unmatched. It was a perfect example of the Caitlin Clark effect. Her presence alone shifts the dynamics of the game, forcing defenders to stay on high alert at all times. Her ability to drain shots from beyond the arc is a key reason why Clark is such a game changer. Even on a twisted ankle, she found the strength to knock down 4 of her 9 three-point attempts. Each shot was more electric than the last, sending the Fever's bench into a frenzy. It was clear that Clark wasn't just playing for the win, she was playing to make a statement, both to her team and to her opponents.
I've done it a few times, so it is what it is. I was good. They're like, you want to go in the back? I'm like, no, please, just tape right here. Let's go. We gotta keep going.
And that's exactly what she did, pushing through the discomfort and playing at a level most players can't reach even at full health. The Atlanta Dream fought hard to stay in the game, knowing that they had to match Clark's intensity to stand a chance. They weren't just battling the Fever, they were battling the energy and momentum that Clark brought to the court. But every time they seemed to build momentum, Clark was there to shut it down. She wasn't just scoring either. Her 7 rebounds showed her commitment on both ends of the floor, while her 7 assists kept her teammates involved and the Fever's offense fluid. One of the highlights came in the third quarter when Clark grabbed a defensive rebound, sprinted down the court, and threaded a no-look pass to Kelsey Mitchell for an easy layup. Moments like that are what make Clark more than just a scorer. She's a complete player, always making the right play at the right time. Her basketball IQ, vision, and timing are just as lethal as her shooting, and it's what separates her from the average player. If you're loving what you're seeing so far, don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with fellow WNBA fans. Let's spread the word about Caitlin Clark's incredible performance. By the fourth quarter, Caitlin Clark's impact on the game was undeniable. She wasn't just putting up stats, she was controlling the tempo, setting the pace, and making sure her team stayed ahead. With the Fever leading 79-75 and just 2 minutes left on the clock, Clark did what she does best. She delivered in the clutch. With the shot clock winding down, Clark found herself with the ball at the top of the key. Despite the pressure from Atlanta's defense and the lingering pain from her ankle, she coolly drained another deep three-pointer, silencing the crowd. That shot extended the Fever's lead and essentially sealed the win for her team. It wasn't just another shot, it was a moment that captured her grit, determination, and elite skill level. As the clock ticked down, the Atlanta Dream pushed to close the gap, but it was too late. Clark and the Fever had full control of the game. They had held off a strong Dream team in front of the largest WNBA crowd in Georgia history. A record-breaking 17,608 fans filled the stands, and many of them were there to witness what's now being called the Caitlin Clark effect. Clark's popularity goes beyond just her on-court performance. Her ability to draw massive crowds is a testament to her influence, especially among young fans. Little girls all across the country know her name, and they're watching her every move. For many of them, Clark is more than just a basketball player. She's a role model, someone who shows that hard work, resilience, and passion can lead to success, even in the face of adversity. The Fever's game against the Dream wasn't just another WNBA matchup. It was a cultural moment, a chance for the next generation to see one of their heroes in action. As fans watched Clark, they saw more than just a star player. They saw someone who embodies the future of women's basketball. Her impact on the court is undeniable, but her ability to inspire off the court is what makes her truly special. "She's got game, no question about it," Fever coach Christy Sides said after the win. But it's the way she handles herself on and off the court that's truly special. Caitlin is the kind of player who elevates everyone around her. The numbers speak for themselves: 19 points, 7 rebounds, and 7 assists in 37 minutes of play. But the stat line doesn't fully capture the way Caitlin controlled the game, especially considering she was playing through an injury. The fact that she came back from a twisted ankle and didn't miss a beat speaks volumes about her toughness. And toughness is exactly what the Fever needed to secure this 84-79 win against a relentless Dream squad. But even more impressive was her ability to bounce back after the injury and make it seem like nothing ever happened. Her teammates were worried when she hit the floor in the first quarter, and for a moment, it looked like Indiana might lose their star rookie. But Clark wasn't about to let an ankle sprain keep her down. As soon as she returned, her confidence was on full display. Every time she touched the ball, the defense tensed up. Her presence alone created opportunities for her teammates. Opposing defenders couldn't afford to sag off her for even a second, and that opened up space for other players to cut, move, and get open shots. Erica Wheeler and Kelsey Mitchell both benefited from Clark's playmaking, combining for key baskets down the stretch. "She's a leader out there," Kelsey Mitchell said. "Even when she's hurt, you know she's going to find a way to make an impact. That's just who she is." As the final buzzer sounded, the Fever celebrated a hard-fought win. And for Caitlin Clark, this game was more than just another victory, it was a statement. She showed the WNBA that no matter what obstacles come her way, she's going to keep pushing, keep fighting, and keep leading her team to wins. This game was a glimpse of what the future holds for Clark and the Indiana Fever. With her talent, leadership, and determination, there's no doubt that she's poised to become one of the league's biggest stars. Whether she's hitting game-winning shots, making pinpoint passes, or playing through injuries, Clark is proving that she's the kind of player who can change the course of a game.
You're not a real basketball player if you haven't sprained your ankles a bunch.
But behind the humor, there's truth. Clark's resilience and toughness were on full display, and they're part of what makes her so special. The Fever's win over the Dream was a team effort, but there's no question that Caitlin Clark was at the heart of it. Her ability to come back from a potential game-ending injury and still perform at such a high level is what separates good players from great ones. And Clark, she's well on her way to greatness. Beyond the numbers and the highlights, this game will be remembered for what it represented. the rise of a new generation of stars in the WNBA. Caitlin Clark and players like her are not just drawing attention to women's basketball, they're revolutionizing it. The Caitlin Clark effect is real, and it's only going to grow stronger as her career progresses. For the Fever, this win keeps them in the playoff hunt. And for Clark, it's another chapter in what's shaping up to be an incredible rookie season. She's already set records, broken barriers, and inspired a whole new audience. And this is just the beginning. As fans left the stadium, the energy was electric. Everyone knew they had just witnessed something special, something unforgettable. Caitlin Clark had come into Atlanta, faced adversity, and came out victorious. And for the 17,608 fans in attendance, it was a night they wouldn't soon forget. With every game, every shot, and every win, Caitlin Clark is solidifying her place as one of the WNBA's future icons. Whether it's overcoming injuries or outscoring opponents, she's proving that she's built for this stage. The Fever have a star on their hands, and the WNBA has a new face of the league. If you enjoyed this breakdown of Caitlin Clark's stellar game, make sure to subscribe to Baller Queens for more amazing content on the best women in basketball.